Hello. Just imagine your data looks like one column like you see here, but there are actually multiple columns hiding inside of it. So let me show you how Power Query can pull these items out by using Power Query text functions. So let's go ahead and let's load this into Power Query. Go ahead and go up to Data, and then from Table Arrange, Power Query will detect your data boundaries, and it does have headers. Click OK. And now we're going to be opening up the Power Query Navigator and Editor. So what it did was it automatically brought this data in and did some data type changes over here. And so our first item is, let's say for instance that I want to look at this raw order number and I want to extract the number, okay, from this value in each row that we have here. One way to do this, let's go up to, you select the column, let's add column, and then custom column. Okay, we're not going to be concerned about naming this column because this right here is, I'm just showing you the functionality of these text doc functions. So what I'm going to do is, remember, I want to extract the numbers part of this text field right here. So one way that we could do that, we could use Text.Between.Delimiters. Okay, and let's go back here. Let's go to the end. And basically, what I'm doing right here is our first argument is going to be our text argument. So where is the information that we want to extract? So our argument, our first argument, is our column name. So we're going to put that in square brackets and call this raw order. It automatically detects your column name. Our second column or second argument is, as you can see here, is our start delimiter. Well, what's common between all this is our start delimiter is a pound sign. So I'm going to put that in double quotes, pound sign. And then our next argument is going to be, what is our end delimiter right here? So basically our end delimiter, as you can see here by the values, it's going to be our pipe symbol. So we're going to also put that in double quotes, and we're going to close out the function name. And basically what this does, it looks for the value within raw order column. It goes by row because this is going to be applied to every single row here. And it's going to look for our start delimiter, which is our pound sign, and our end delimiter, which is our pipe symbol. And what it's going to return is everything in between those two, between the start and end delimiters. Let's click OK. So it creates a new column for us, and that's what you can see here. It extracted those values, that value between those two delimiters. Now let's go on to our second column here. As you can see, it's a phone number, it's a text field, and as you can see, everything is not in the right same type of format. So how can we extract these phone numbers from these values here? So let's go ahead and edit this column, and let's add in a different formula. And that formula in this particular case is going to be text.select. So text.select. And our first argument to that is our text, which is double quotes, and it's going to look for contact info, our column name, comma, what goes after text.select. This is case sensitive, so we're going to do this here. And then our second argument is the type of characters that we're actually looking for. In this particular case, it's going to be referring to a list of characters. So we're going to put that in a list type format, which is curly brackets, 0, 0, just 0, dot, dot, and then we're going to put this in double quotes, the number 9. Let's hit end. And then we're going to close this out here. Let's figure out what the error is, which is going to be right here. We want to close out the list with a curly brackets. So let's think about this, what this is doing before I show you the results. It's going to look in the contact info column right here. And then we're going to pass it a list basically of characters that we want to extract from these values. And basically what it's telling you is it means that we're going to keep only the characters that are digits 0 through 9. So that's what this is. It's a range, meaning that 0 through 9. And everything else within this will be discarded. So let's click OK. So as you can see, it pulled out the actual phone numbers. And now we have a standardized list of phone numbers. Of course, you could format it any way that you want. Now let's go on to our third column here. And let's say that we want to extract only the zip code out of this. Now you could see that every single value here is formatted pretty much the same way. You got the city, and then you have the hyphen here, and then the state, and then you have this pipe symbol, which is considered a delimiter. Then it has zip code. Then after that, another pipe symbol, and it gives you the street address. So let's say in this case, we only want to extract the zip code. So how can we do this? Let's go back here. Let's edit this column here, and let's change this formula here. So what we could do is we could use the text.split function. So here we're going to type in text.split. And as you can see up above here, our IntelliSense says that our first argument is the text. So what do we want to try to extract the columns, which is address blob column? It's called up here. So we're going to put that in square brackets, and it automatically detects the column names that we want. And our second argument is what it's called the separator as text. So what are we looking for? Because we're looking for the delimiter that we want to be able to find, and then we're going to extract the values from that delimiter, following the delimiter. And we have to put this in double quotes. It's a pipe symbol. And we're gonna do this in two parts because I want to show you what this actually returns now. What text.split returns is it's gonna go into this field, and it's gonna split the values based upon where it finds the delimiter. So it returns a list for us in Power Query. And let's click OK. And as you can see here, it returned a list here for, if you click to the right of the list, if you come down here to the bottom left here, it shows you, well, it created a list and it created separate list items because it found two pipe symbols. So this is list, the item number 1, item number 2 is the zip code, and item number 3 is the address. So the way list works in Power Query is it's zero-based indexing, meaning that the first item is 0, the second item is 1, third item is 3. That's how it works. Well, now how do we go from this point to extract just the zip code? In this case, it's going to be the index 1. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's edit this. Give it a second to load up. Okay, so what we could do then at the end of this is we want to extract the second item in the list, but according to Power Query, it's index number 1. So we pass it the index that we want returned in curly brackets. Let's click OK. And as you can see here, it will return the zip code. So that's how you could use Text.Split. Now, our last item that we're going to look into is this one here. We have a value of key value pairs. What are those? We have a key, which is called status. It's set equal to a status of some time. So this is the key, this is the value. Separated by a semicolon, then we have another set of key value pairs. The key is priority and the value for this is high. So how can we extract this information out, meaning the values that we want to look at? So let's go ahead and edit this again here. And this time we're going to go back to text between delimiters for the first item. So text not between delimiters. Let's go to n, and then our first argument is going to be our column name because we're looking into the notes column. Okay, our second argument in this particular case is the key that we're trying to look for. In other words, the delimiter that we're trying to look for. So we're going to extract everything after the first occurrence of this key. Okay, and then it's going to stop at the end delimiter. So this is the start delimiter, which in our case is going to be status equal. So that's our start delimiter. Our end delimiter, in this case, we want to go up to the semicolon. So our end delimiter is going to be the semicolon and double quotes. Click OK. And then click OK here. Okay, let's go back here. I know what I did. It's a syntax here. Let's go back here. Why it returned nothing. So let's go back here. Let's figure out what's going on. Okay, I misspelled status, so it couldn't find this value in here because I misspelled it. So let's go back there and click OK. Okay, as you can see here, I pulled out the first key. We looked for the delimiter status equal sign, and it returned the value after that. And it stopped up at the semicolon because we put in an end delimiter or stop delimiter there. Okay, so now how do we use the same type of technique, but we want to extract the second key value pair here? So let's go back over here, and this time we're going to use text.after delimiter. Okay, let's go back here. So we got text.AfterDelimiter. We're still looking in the notes column, and this time we're looking for the key or the start delimiter to be priority. Let's spell this right. Priority. And then this last argument, okay, we're not going to put in, it's optional, because what we want to do, we could see by the values in this column, this is going to be the last key value pair here. So what this is going to do is it's going to look for priority. Let's spell this right. Okay, it's going to look for the start delimiter priority equal sign, and then what it's going to do, it's going to return all the values, all the text after this start delimiter. So let's click OK. So as you can see here, it returned that. So hopefully this short little tutorial gave you some ideas on how you could use text functions within Power Query to clean up your data. There's a bunch of other ways that you could use other text functions, and we could explore those in future videos. So please look forward to those. In the meantime, I want to thank you for stopping by today. You have a great day, and remember to subscribe to my channel. And as always, please like and share this video, because I know there's other people out there looking to learn this information. Thanks again, and I'll catch you on the next video.